Recently, a video got millions of views saying that Mountain Valley spring water was lab tested and it contained arsenic. This got me worried because I drink Mountain Valley Spring. He said that their lab test showed 40 times the amount of arsenic that should be in there. Now, when I went to his profile, it does seem that they run an app where they like review water and different products with lab testing. And this definitely does not disqualify his lab test or opinion, but it got me concerned for myself. So I'm like, I know labs. I work with a lot of labs. So I hit up the best lab I know and Resco Laboratories. And I was like, guys, this is urgent. Go buy some Mountain Valley Spring in glass, these bottles right here, and lab test them for me. And they were on it. So here are the lab results we got back. Now keep in mind, I do not work with Mountain Valley Spring water in any way, shape, or form. You see me with these bottles. Most of the time it's just reverse osmosis water and electrolytes in there. So I genuinely didn't care what would come back in this lab result. I'm just going to tell you exactly what was in there. What their lab testing showed was no arsenic, no heavy metals. And this brings up a really important point about lab testing. If you're in the lab testing industry, you know what I'm about to say is that lab tests can vary a lot. And it seems to be a new industry that's popping up where they will basically lab test stuff and then they'll be like, these brands are bad, these brands are good. And sometimes they'll even sell you the solution. This guy's not doing that, which is cool. But there's been other bloggers like Mamavation who have sort of gotten exposed for not providing their lab results, reaching out to companies to work with them. And then the companies that she works with test really clean and the companies she doesn't somehow test bad. And I think you'll see more of that strategy pop up because it's a pretty like easy thing to be like, hey, we lab tested a bunch of, creatine or magnesium or something. And these big brands that you oftentimes buy are bad. And we have a new one that's clean. So lab testing is valid. I'm not saying it's not valid. And it could very well be that just that batch that we tested at Mountain Valley Spring didn't have arsenic, whereas the batch that he tested had some arsenic. So I am going to continue to drink Mountain Valley Spring. I'm not worried about heavy metals in my Mountain Valley Spring water. Which brand of water should we test next? It was kind of fun doing this, so let me know.